Live and in studio on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, your real estate and financial experts, making sure you win in every market. Your financial partners, Don and Gino.
Welcome back to this spooky hour on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. Happy Halloween. You have joined our Halloween special telling you stories from our financial and real estate experts on what has happened when you do not get sound advice or take great advice, and we want to thank you. Gino, what do you think so far? Good stuff, huh?
It's great stuff, Don. In fact, they're going to think we're doing this live from Lombardi Ranch with your sheep sounds that you're doing.
Universal Studios.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
And next week, join us on the Don Getling Show.
But I wanted to clarify that we're not doing it at Lombardi Ranch. We're doing it at the Vault.
Yes, the Vault, right here in our own custom-built studios. What do you think of the Vault, Tamar?
This place is amazing, guys.
Scary
Kudos
Vault.
to you. It's awesome. Way to go.
Well, you just dressed it up, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
And
having
Steve,
me.
thanks for joining us anyway.
Absolutely. Love you too, Don, Gino. Thanks. Don't mind me next time you want to co-host. That's all right. It's okay.
You know we're having fun with one of our best friends and co-host, Mr. Steve Korn with Newhall Escrow. 50 years in business right here in Santa Clarita. That is something to be said.
Thank you very much. 50 years, and we were also, on our 50th year, voted the best escrow company in the Santa Clarita Valley by the readers of the Signal. So, yeah, thank you. Woo. Yeah.
See,
absolutely.
it takes a team like ours with Cherry Creek getting voted.
Yeah, you got the same. You got voted as well.
Number one lender in SCV. How about
Nice.
that? Cool, huh?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Well,
Very
it's
much.
Woo, woo.
great real estate professionals
Great
like
partners
you.
like Tamar.
Good job,
make it happen.
guys.
See,
For sure.
because collaboratively, that's a big word for me today. That's a scary
Try
word.
again.
No, I'm not going to. Together, we do a great job together of really assisting you out there with purchasing or selling your home, and we just take so much pride in it. And you guys do a great job.
Thank you. You too.
Every time.
Well, that's what it takes. It takes consistency.
Yes.
You know, everybody can do a good job every once in a while, hopefully.
Well, the one thing we want to avoid is supplies.
Yeah, I got a surprise story for you in a minute. So.
Hey, no,
Go ahead, jump in, tell us.
So, Tamar's talking about investors. Our market was saturated with lots of investors, over the last couple of years. And so, most investors that are in the market buy multiple properties. They got a lot going on. They're holding a lot of real estate. So I got this escrow open up, and it's an investor selling. He's moving on to something else. And anyway, we go through the usual escrow stuff, paperwork and this and that, and we get down to closing. And it's a high dollar deal. So we're talking like a $2 million sale price. The payoff's like $1.2 million. The buyers brought over $700,000 in cash in. The rest is a loan. So a lot of money floating around, right? So we close the escrow, and I make all my calls. I get my accounting paperwork from the title company, who actually makes the payoff to the lien holders. So I advance all the money to the title company, who then, at my direction, pays off all the lenders. So in this case, I got a first and I got a second I'm paying off. So the first is getting $1.2 million. And I don't know, about 3 hours goes by, and I get this call from one of the sellers. It's a partner, two guys. What the heck's going on? I got this money in my bank account. I got a notification from this bank that this loan got paid off. Why did that happen? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, you closed your escrow? We paid off your mortgage? Oh, no.
Hey, you should be happy.
Well, yeah. It's like, and in fact, he's calling me. I'm going, uh-oh. Now, why are you calling me? Well, this is what's supposed to happen. He goes, the wrong loan got paid off. I said, what are you talking about? Oh. So the moral of the story is he's got multiple properties with multiple loans. All of the loan lenders that he owes money to send their statements to his place of business, which happens to be his residence. And this particular demand letter didn't reference the property address, but a loan number. So he thought that the demand letter he gave me was for the property he was selling.
Oh no!
There's in fact for another piece of property. Okay, so now I had to shift into scary mode here. Now I got $1.2 million hanging out there on a payoff that I'm responsible for, paying off the wrong mortgage on a house that this buyer thinks they own. So I mean, oh my God, how do I
Thank God for title insurance.
how do I unravel this? Well, it was on me, man, so I had to unravel this thing. Okay, what's going on? So I said, okay, dude, here's the story. We paid off the wrong mortgage because you gave us the wrong demand, the wrong loan information. So I convinced him to meet me at his bank. Okay.
This is service.
I drove to his bank, met him there, and got a cashier's check equal to the amount of the payoff of the correct loan. Took the check, drove to Glendale. They overnighted it to the bank, and it was paid off the next day, and we saved the deal. So the moral of the story is, investors, if you got multiple loans with multiple properties, make sure you give the escrow company the right payoff demand.
That's kind of important.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was something that wasn't supposed to be a horror story. It became
Holy
one.
cow. Well, the reality is, you have no idea what it feels like to get that phone call. How come you paid off that loan? What are you talking about?
So
We're not talking $100,000.
No, $1.2 million. I can see it go home. Hi, honey. Guess what? We got to sell everything we own and then borrow everything else we can. He's like, screwed up. No, that doesn't work in Newhall Escrow. 50 years in business, we never had a loss, so we're good to go.
Good job, Steve.
Thank you.
But I'm sure it was scary.
Yeah, that's one of those you hope you like wake up and go, oh,
No, that was
just a dream. Just a dream. Woo.
That was one of those days when I said, okay, this is my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not going to drink any wine days. I was like, call my wife, get the bottle of wine out. Daddy's coming home. I'm having a glass of wine.
Big one.
Yeah, big one.
Good stuff from Steve
Thank
Korn
you.
and New Hole Escrow. All right, Tamar, I know we want to get some fresh meat from you, some scary stories.
Some
'cause I know
bloody
being in the
stories.
business
Some bloody
20
stories.
years.
Okay, this is more to help all of my fellow real estate agents. Some advice for them. Some scary stories about a buyer. Guys, make sure you know who you're dealing with. And I thought I knew these people. They were friends. We hung out. We went out with our kids for 1 year. I sold the property a year before this all happened. For a year, we looked for the perfect dream home for them. They were living with their parents. I found them the perfect dream home right when the short sales started happening. And they promised me, they swore on everything, they swore on their kids' lives, that they would wait for short sale approval. Okay.
Which then was taking 6 to 8 months.
Exactly. Then it would have taken a long time.
Yeah.
But I'm talking maybe a few weeks into it. I go away for the weekend up in Big Bear, having a good time. Back when I was single, of course.
Oktoberfest. What about now?
Had a great time. Come back. Monday, I go to Marty's Flooring. Love Marty's. Hello. You guys are awesome. I'm sitting there, and I look on the piece of paper, and I see, why does that address have that person's name next to it? They said, because we're installing new carpet next week.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
What?
Why? Those are my clients, my friends, my good friends.
My loyal friends.
You might want to make a call tomorrow.
They
Yeah, not
just
so much.
bought a house.
They didn't even bother telling me that they bought another house. They didn't cancel their escrow with me. They didn't cancel their escrow with Steve Korn. They didn't cancel anything. They just decided to walk into an open house that weekend. Loved that one better. It was a 30-day close. Decided to open escrow and not bother telling me or anybody else
Or
involved.
me.
Wow.
Now that's a horror story.
Wow.
Master, what do I tell her now?
Nothing. What about the
Needless
what
to
about,
say,
yeah, what about the deposit?
My
Just
letter
walk
that
away,
I
just walk
wrote
away.
was very scary, and we're not friends. And I don't even think I bothered telling the other agent that was involved anything about it because I decided to keep it professional. I didn't even say anything to her in her listing. We're still friends today. I don't even think she knows today. But
Wow.
kept it professional in the professional world. But those buyers, I told them how I felt, and it was just not cool.
I got time for one quick one. 30 seconds.
Dose
All right, so I got a situation where I've got these brother and sister who've got an elderly set of parents who are failing in health, and ultimately they said to me, "Hey, I want you to transfer title from my parents to us because they're getting ready to pass away, and we want to do some estate planning." I said, "Well, what happens when they do pass with all the money from the house when you ultimately sell it?" "Oh, it's meant for us." I said, "Really?" So I said, "Well, I need to call and verify your story with your parents." He says, "Okay, well, here's the phone number." He's betting on his dad not understanding what I was talking about. So I get on the phone with this guy and I said, "I'm being told by your son and your daughter that we're to transfer title of the property from them to you, and that they're supposed to have all the money when the escrow closes." And he goes, "Absolutely not. I'm not going to die. I'm in great health. I jog 5 miles a day." I go, "Your son told me you're ready to pass away," because that guy's been trying to get my real estate and my money for the last 5 years.
Wow.
Man. He thanked me for the due diligence and verifying the story. The moral of that story is you got to watch out who you're doing business with.
Amen.
This is your son.
Amen.
Yeah.
Your best
I see-
friends, your family.
I see
you
it
just
all.
never know.
I see it all.
Never know.
All right. Well, we want to thank Mr. Steve Corum with Newhall Escrow, Tamar House with Team House Real Estate, Keller Williams. Thank you for joining us and
Thank you.
sharing these spooky stories with us so that others like you may learn from these scary stories. Thanks a lot. You guys have a great Halloween
Thank
tonight.
you. Happy Halloween,
We will.
everybody.
Happy trick-or-treating.
Enjoy. Don't go away. More spooky stories coming up. Sherry Brown in the house. Be right back.